I want to give a huge shout out to Dave at Rust Bucket Restos. He gave me the idea how to do this, and if I can do it, I think anybody can do it. Just pay attention to detail and go from there. But I'll put a link in the description. He can tell you more in detail on what to do. But yeah, kudos, brother. Thank you, Dave. Totally appreciate it. His friends are encouraging him. He's doing it. The voices in the background is John Wilburn and Lars. They're doing a content creator workshop to help people get subs. Next, I am going to move all this stuff so that I can open my door, get this out of here, and bring the other one in. Let's do it. That's what I'm after. I'm gonna move this over here so I can open my door, pull out the other one, and put it there. Man, it is coming down. Now it's starting to hail. At least this little stuff for now. Man, I just pushed my wife's car outside so I could move this. Finally getting wet. Okay. Hi, Annie. It's raining. Kelly's like, is my sunroof closed? I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, yeah. I need to get a gutter up here. That was interesting. If you don't like the weather in Washington, just wait 5 minutes. It'll change. Okay, that's there. That's there. Let's just push this one here and then that one in. Reverse. Actually. Needs a front end alignment. '69 Coronet, meet '69 Charger. You two want to get married? Don't want to, you're about to. It's an arranged marriage. Go make lots of babies for me. For the next step, what I'm going to do is cut out my tunnel pan transmission hump for my '69 Coronet. I'll show a picture here of it. And then I'm going to clean up my edges everywhere. Fix these 2 rust spots on each side. Clean these up. Clean up any areas that need attention so that I can attach all of these points again. I got to take this metal off here that I just chiseled straight through so that I have access to the brace again. And then clean that surface, paint it, and then I can weld it together. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. Get all that floor out of there. Before I get too far wrapped into this thing, what I'd like to do is set some attainable goals so that I can make next week. What I'm going to do, my goals for the rest of the day are to get the rest of the floor pan out, clean up all my edges. I need to cut off the bottom corners of these where the hood hinges go, patch that, and clean up my inner rocker panels where all the screw holes are. I need to weld those in. So today is Sunday, so if I could do that tonight. Monday, what I'd like to do is put this back in, line things up, put my hood hinges back on. I'll use screws to hold everything together temporarily. Then that way I can make adjustments as I need, put everything back on, fenders, door hinges, so I can put my doors on, make sure my gaps are good. Monday, and then Tuesday I have work also, so then on Tuesday I can take everything back off and then just start welding everything. And if I can do that Tuesday, I should be able to meet my goal. And if you're wondering what my shirt says, it says winning attitude in orange, and then in white it says winning in orange is not only a decision, it's an attitude. And then on the back it says see, believe, act, and win. It's all about attitude. And then for more inspiration, I wear these bracelets. This one says challenge your limits. This one says put in the work. This one says nothing is impossible. And this one says push harder. Hold that for me. My last weld. Spot weld. There it goes. Are you bored out of your gourd, Rusty? A little spider web, little rat nest, beehive. Other than that, looks pretty good. Now I gotta get this section off. Yay, that much closer. It's pouring down rain again today. Good Lord. Today's the day for rain, that's for sure. Okay, we're at the end of day 2. First day I cut it off. The second day I got it to this stage. I got all the metal off, which is over there. I ground everything down, and then I took the wire wheel to everything, got a good surface. I'll paint it tomorrow. I got patches made. I cut these out. This is the rust I was talking about. You can see the hole on each side. I got that one done. Same there. I'll weld those first thing in tomorrow morning when people are asleep, so to speak. Early in the morning. My wife, she works from home on the phones as well, so I want to do my cutting and grinding tonight so that in the morning she don't yell at me. And then what I'll do is weld these in, and then I'll mock this up. I got to go to the store and get some self tappers, some screws, so that I can kind of hold stuff into place, and then I'll start assembling the fenders, the hood, and whatever else. So I think I should get quite a bit done tomorrow. I'll go from there. And then the next day, my goal was to take, so I'll do this Monday, and then Tuesday, I had 4 days off. 2 of them are down. So I have 2 left. And so on Tuesday is to weld everything and have it all done. And I should be good to go by then. So, and that'll be the 4th of July. Wednesday, July 3rd is Mom's birthday. Hoping to have this done by then. Happy pre-birthday, Mom. Love you. Crap, I forgot one. This is the bottom one, where it attaches to the frame. You can see how lovely that is. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to cut it now. There wasn't anything hardly left to make a pattern from. I don't even know where the other pieces went. But luckily, all I got to do is just come straight down. And what I'm going to do is just add about 3/4 of an inch all the way across. Just enough for it to go straight down to weld onto the side of the frame rail. What I did was I just took my grinder and just cut a straight line all the way through. So that should be easy to fabricate. And then just come down and add some space. That way I left some of the meat here, and then I'll have to grind all this down. For lovely weld. It's July 1st. It's a Monday. Got these patches I'm gonna weld in. This sure does make a nice seat. I primed it. I used this Duplicolor automotive primer. It's a self-etching, a weld-through primer. You can get this at like O'Reilly's. That's where I got that, because this place was closed when I went to buy more. I'm out of the good stuff. This is the stuff you use right here. It's expensive, but it's awesome. So it's okay with this car because we don't got the rust down here like they do in the south and the east and all that fun stuff. Welded these on. They turned out all right on both sides. I got this welded in, which I forgot to paint, and got this side primed. So I gotta prime that before I forget. I'm glad I did this video. Oh, and that side. So let's do this. And I almost made the mistake of painting this whole thing without tape, but I wanted to put some tape on there to show where my line was. I did take measurements. It's just another reason why you'd take measurements and write them down. There we go. That would give me some kind of a reference line at least. I'll paint the car later. I'm just going to put it together. I'd love to do everything the right way the first time, but that's not going to happen with the deadline I have. And for the No Name Nationals, because time is running out. There's nothing more irritating than going 1, 2, 3, let's do this. Okay, let's put it in. And then you come over here and go, oh, what about this side of the car? Where these grooves are right here, that's where your torsion bar cross brace sits. And but the previous person, when they put the screws to hold the floor pan in, created all these holes that I have to fill. These are the screws that I still have to take out and grind down, but I have to prep these areas, and same with the other side. Then we can do it. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's do it. This could be interesting, because I have to lift this whole thing. And I have to twist it to put it in. I'll just get it closer and then I'll twist it once I get it there. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Probably have to take the tires off so I can twist it. This isn't going to be fun. Not sure what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it. What I'll do is take this tire off. I got this jacked up. And then I'll come inside here. I'll push down on this side. That'll help rotate it. And then I'll try to get that corner sitting on the rocker panel and then go from there. Okay, I went ahead and took them both off. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. Probably knock them right off my jacks. Okay, that will tip it. I want the brace to come inside more, inside the car. Ow, just make sure your fingers aren't between the torsion bar cross brace and the jack. That hurt. Okay. Okay, what's going on out here? Everything. Problem solving 101. I have another plan. What I did was I took these tabs and I bent them up as far as they would go on each side, and I think they'll might just come barely right in between them, and we'll see what that does. But out here I noticed this is outside of here. This needs to go on the inside of here, so I need to figure that out. Come on, there we go. I also put a 2x4 underneath the frame rails to lift it higher because I had the jack under a hump and I ran out of jack, so hopefully this will help me out. If that. Of course this is when I need another person. If I lower it, maybe that'll help. My jack's about to come out of here. Slow down. Yeah. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, I lowered the front end all the way to the ground. I think I may have it. I went and jacked the front up to get it so it wasn't sitting on the ground, and that enabled me to rock it, and then I pulled it back. I pushed down on this side to lift this side up. I got it past here. I pulled it back some more, and then I lifted it some more, so I got this to clear over here. And I think these are through right now, and I think I'm back far enough. All I have to do is lift it, Lord willing. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. But once I do this, I'm clear. Let's pull it back. Then hopefully I can maybe teach someone else how to do it. I'm sure there's other ways of doing this. If I had a lift and another jack or something, might make it easier, but this is working. I'm in here, in there. I'm right where these need to be on each side. I think if I hammer these down now, that will trap it in so it can't drop and lose what I have. And then I'll go out there and jack that up, and I think I'll be good. Speaking of which, let me just do that now. I call it ensuring my success. So now I'm just gonna lower it and keep what I have. There we go. They're right in their marks. Fell right into place. That was cool. This is where I gotta make sure my inner fender's inside of here. This is where I wish I would have kept these together. Then I wouldn't have to worry about any of this. But maybe I'll do this one with my CUDA, because I have to do the same thing to it. Swap the front ends out. Just a little more. Keeps binding over here. Come on. Almost there. Come on. I need to get it up, and then I can push it back over this flat spot. Now it's really binding up. Like I said, it's nice to have another eyeball here. These, where they attach to the frame rail right here, it was partially on top of that frame rail. So as I lifted, it was pushing that. So I think I found the problem. I'm going to refer these chisels to my other hands. That's what I'm going to call them. Maybe I'll do a quiz at the beginning of each video. I think I might be onto something. I just wedged them in there so that when I jack it up, they won't be on the frame rails. Come back just a 1/16 of an inch, unless you'll go right over that. Go over it, then I'll be happy. Starting to lift. Come on. There we go. Now we're clear. Now, let's get it go back according to my paint line about 3/4 of an inch. Who's here, Rusty? Oh, Mommy's home. We're gonna go look at a rainbow.
Chasing rainbows.
She's like, you gotta come check out this rainbow. I'm like, okay.
Chase the rainbow.
They don't last long, so hopefully it's still there. Go get them, honey.
Hand the clouds. You might have to stick your hand
Oh,
out
there it is. Oh, wow. What's left of it?
It's right there. And you can barely see it fading into the clouds. It's like a double.
Oh, the other part's over there. Okay.
Let's see how it drops in right there.
There, here. Believe it or not, I actually stood in a rainbow before. It was right at our house in our field. I have a picture of it. Maybe I can find it.
That would be cool.
Not a picture of me being in it, but I took my last picture and And then I ran and I stood in it and I held my arms out, and you can see
it looks like it's way out there.
Orange and the red and stuff like that. It was awesome. That was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We chased the rainbow, couldn't find the end of it. Now we're on our way to Home Depot or Lowe's. I need to get screws, self-tapping screws, hold everything together. Get the romantic sunset. We're back from looking at the rainbow and getting screws. So now I just gotta line this up. I'm within 1/4 of an inch down there. I'll take out my extra hands. They're wedged in there pretty good. Check this out. Maybe this will be another question for the video. I can get that out of there. Lift this up. Look what I found. How old is that? Remember these? That will be the other question. What did I find in my car? And it's an old pull tab out of a pop can or a beer can. Okay, it's my turn to play now. I just threw it for him several times. Okay, I'm almost lined up, so I am almost there. Looks like a car again. All you trolls out there, your laughing period is almost over. I think I'm gonna hang that pull tab from my mirror, keep it with the car. How fun would that be? Come on. This could be interesting. I got it. They're always falling apart like that. I've had these things for years. Not about to let them go. Okay, I'm gonna let it down a little, let it relax, and then I need to scoot it back. That scoot back. Okay, let's see what we look like inside. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. I want those centered in between those divots. I think we're pretty good. Some fine tuning, some little adjustments, but we're pretty much there. Got holes in there for the hinge. What I'm going to do next, I'll fine tune it off camera, but I'm gonna make a tram. If you're wondering what a tram is, it's spelled T-R-A-M. I could just use a tape measure and call it good. I might just do that. But what I did before I took everything apart was I measured. I do have a 69 Coronet out there and a 68 Coronet. But I measured from this bolt here to the corner over here, and then from there up to here. Took my measurements, a cross measurement, I wrote them down. Of course, they're out there. I could always measure them again. And then measure from here and measure to there. So I got to make all sorts of measurements and make sure that things are fine. And once they are, go from there. But yeah, inside here, we're all nice and tight against those, the rockers and the frame. We're golden down here. It's nice and tight on each side. And then what I'll do with this side, I'll gotta cut this out and put my other piece in. But before I do that, I'm gonna put my fenders back on and everything. So I'm almost at that stage now. Today's almost over. It's dark out, so I wanted to have everything, my fenders on and everything tonight, but now that it's at this stage tomorrow, I can probably just do all that. And once it is in place tomorrow, I can take my time doing that and then take everything off and start welding everything again. And then we'll be good. I'll have a solid car again. I wasn't planning on doing this when I bought the car, but after I realized how messed up it was, and then this came along when I delivered Stone Soup over in the Seattle area, I picked it up, and that gave me hope to and the opportunity to do this at a real cheap price. So I think I paid $200 for all the metal. Totally affordable. And it gives my car a new backbone. I'll do this video in honor of a lady that I met today, and her husband. I had a bicycle. Maybe I'll show a picture of it here. But she came by and bought it, and I told her, you know, I'll be in the garage. You know, I told her I cut a car in half and told her what it was, and she's like, "Ooh, really?" Wanted to see it, so I showed them. So this is in honor of you guys. They said they'd love to see it go together. I'm like, I actually have a YouTube channel. Take care. God bless you guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.